All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon member, Brandon. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan, but more on that later. So we put a poll out there. I asked the question, which Tesla is the best deal at the moment? And yesterday, you can see we put Model 3 in long range performance and standard range, and both the long range and the performance was leading for quite a bit. But in third place or second place, actually, 27% of the votes actually said the Tesla Model Y is actually the best deal when you were to compare with some of these. And kind of makes sense. Model Y is a fantastic deal if you take a look at some of it, because all the different trims for a Tesla Model Y all qualify for the massive $7,500 federal tax credit. Of course, Tesla likes to include gas savings, but depending on where you're at, you're not going to save that much gas savings. So I don't necessarily like to take a look at it from that. But if we untoggle this, you can basically see what the MSRP price is, and if you minus any of these, you can minus $7,500 off the price, because all of them qualify for the massive $7,500 federal tax credit, as long as you qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. If you don't know how that actually works, well, that is basically as long as you make under these limits as posted on the screen for income limits, like $300K for married couples filed jointly, $225,000 for head of households, and $150,000 for single filers. $7,500, the federal tax credit is minus right off of the price of the Tesla vehicle, whether you're paying cash or even finance or even lease. Lease is kind of a different strategy there, but you do get the $7,500 as itemized on a lease. So cash is the most simple, and if you're looking to pay cash, your best bet, or if you're looking to buy any of these vehicles, whether it's cash or finance, leasing, you might not have as good of a luck, because some vehicles might not actually qualify. But if you take a look at inventory for Tesla vehicles, that's where it gets even more interesting. You'll start to see some inventory vehicles have various discounts, like this one right here. It's almost got an $1,800 discount on a Model Y rear-wheel drive. You can see this one's got like a $200 discount. That doesn't make any sense. Not even worth it, because it's only got 644 miles of demo status mileage. Really, my rule of thumb is you want to have less than about 1,000 demo miles on it, because that could be test drive vehicles or fleet vehicles. And of course, you want to have the biggest discount as possible. Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 off is where you want to be if you're going to be picking a demo vehicle. But really, you can't go wrong with any of these. Of course, the longer you wait, the inventory discounts might get bigger. And the reason why I say that is because, yes, Tesla just had a 0.99% APR financing deal, which cleared a lot of inventory. This mustard line shows Model Y inventory as it decreased pretty rapidly during that 0.99% offer. But of course, since then, it has gone away, and it doesn't appear that Tesla's going to be doing anything for the rest of June. So my next recommendation on when the next best time for a Model Y purchase is going to be the end of September, which is the end of the third quarter. And if you can wait all the way to December, I have a feeling Tesla's going to go crazy and do a bunch of different incentives across the board at the end of September, and also definitely by the end of December. But taking a look at this, inventory discounts is where you want to be at. I mean, I like to stay anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 off. At one point, we were seeing like $8,000 off, but of course the MSRP was higher. It was just a much different time at the end of the day during those times. So if you're looking at lease, these are the payments that you'll see on the screen. So $449 a month for a long range rear wheel drive, $479 a month for a long range all wheel drive, and a performance all wheel drive at $559 a month. If you were to ask me what would I go for at this point if I were to go back into a Tesla Model Y, because we've had a 2021 Tesla Model Y performance that we owned. It was actually a blue color with the black interior. color. I think blue looks the best on the Model Y. And actually what I did was I swapped the performance rims to 20-inch induction rims. I traded it with someone just because the induction rims, the 20-inch rims are rotatable. You can rotate them, whereas the 21s, the performance rims, you cannot rotate them, so you don't get as long of a longevity with those. But certainly if I were to do it again, I probably would go with a long range rear wheel drive. It's got 320 miles of range. It looks fantastic, and you really don't need more than that, especially if you have a home charger at your house. I don't know if I would lease it. I'd probably do a financing, and of course I would go through a credit union so we can go a lower rate, because Tesla, if you go through Tesla financing at this point, it's 6.39% across the board. Credit unions are going to get you a lower interest rate if you're going to go down that route. And of course, if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment, that's where the channel sponsor Tenet comes into play. Tenet is a Tesla approved financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla. If you want to see what their offer is, definitely check out their website down below in the description and hit the apply button for a no obligation soft inquiry check so you can see what their offer is on any of the Tesla vehicles out there, including a Tesla Cybertruck. So definitely that is a certain strategy if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment. But the one thing, going back to a lease, you do want to be careful. The Tesla leases are very restrictive. It is purely just a rental agreement, and you have to, I say that because you have to give the Tesla vehicle back to Tesla. You cannot buy it out, so you don't get to take any advantage of any of the equity positions on a Tesla vehicle when you go to do that, when you do a Tesla lease. But certainly definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think the Model Y is the best deal right now, or do you think a Model 3 long range or performance is a better deal at the moment? I would say in my situation, just because we've had the Model 3, the Model Y, S, and X, I would probably pick the Model 3 long range, and I really want to get a Model 3 long range or performance, but I think I want to wait until interest rates go down, because now that Tesla has teased us with this crazy or fantastic 0.99% interest rates, I'm going to wait until that comes right back, and I have a good feeling it's going to be coming back later this year. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it.